Well, welcome back again. Hey, I found a very interesting home movie here shot by my grandfather. I know it's sometime during the 40s, as early as 1940 and as late as 1949. I saw this parade, and I wasn't quite sure exactly where it is, although I did know that my grandfather focused a lot of his movie making on local events in and around San Bernardino, and especially the San Bernardino Mountains and Crestline, where my grandfather moved his family in 1926. Now, when I saw this, I realized it had to be a fairly, decent-sized city this parade was held in, but I couldn't figure out where it was. I did a little more research, and I realized that there was a parade called the Covered Wagon Days, and it was held in the city of San Bernardino. It started in the 30s and continued through the 40s. I believe 1949 was the last year they held it. Although they did start it up again, I read in 1965, but it lasted a couple years, and then it just kind of disappeared. Now, there were a lot of marching bands and all kinds of different floats and covered wagons. If you look carefully, and you'll see some later in the movie. Now, I think that, again, like I said, this parade took place in the city of San Bernardino. I think this is E Street right here, the main drag that my grandfather was stationed at to take these videos. I was trying to look and see if I could find some signs or some businesses or something like that where I could verify that this is in San Bernardino, but I'm sure there's many of you out there that probably would recognize the layout here and some of the scenery. Maybe you can help me out and let me know if I'm correct. Now, here's a map right here. You'll see it starts up in Highland and runs down E Street all the way down there, and then takes a turn on 3rd Street. And again, you can see lots of horses in this parade. Now, the only other parade I know that's got more horses than this would be the Swallows Day Parade in San Juan Capistrano, which is considered the largest non-motorized parade in North America. Now, coming up, you'll see, again, many wagons. Now, I know the Covered Wagon Days, when it started, was a 4-day event, and they got together with their wagons. There was all kinds of awards for the best wagon, most authentic costumes, etc. And I guess the whole city kind of got into it and turned it into kind of a little Western theme, sort of speak. But they had a 4-day camp out, and they kind of cooked and ate and dressed as if they would back in the 1840s, 1849, when, of course, we had the gold rush. Now, there's a rather large wagon right there, quite a big wagon. Now, for those of you that are residents of San Bernardino, again, let me know if my assumptions are right here as far as being Covered Wagon Days. I'm pretty sure about the date. It's in the 40s. But again, I know the buildings have changed and businesses have changed and everything else, but there must be something here that someone sees where they could verify whether or not I was correct about the location. Yep, there's a typical parade. You got your baton twirlers and a beautiful little pony right there. And I know the parade isn't held anymore. Again, like I say, they tried to start it up in 1965, but I guess it lasted the second year, just kind of petered out, which is unfortunate. Now, maybe if someone knows something about more about automobiles than I do, maybe they can. They maybe identified an automobile that might tell them the exact year that this was shot. But anyways, there we go. That was the Covered Wagon Days Parade, I think. Let me know. All right, thanks for watching. Aloha.